Yo, how is everybody? How you guys doing? I figured I would jump on. I just sent out the Substack, first Substack of our comics for 2022. Figured I would come and hang for a little bit. I'm gonna wait a minute or so for people to come on. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. We're doing a lot of really cool stuff, so I figured I would let you guys know. Hey, what's up? See everybody. If you are following us on either YouTube or any of our stuff, please leave us a comment. Love to hear from you. But yeah, I'm going to go on all sorts of stuff and talk about the comic. I'm going to talk about some stuff. I'm going to try to get this shared out to our Twitter followers and all that. But yeah, please leave a comment if you're here. I want to see it. I see people watching, so leave a comment. Let me know that you're here. I want to see you. I want to know the comments are working too, because that is always a problem. So here is what's going on. Hopefully you are on our email list, and you've got everything. So if you've noticed, we have switched to Substack, which is pretty cool. So Substack has been pretty cool new experience. So oh look, I am not seeing it, but people are posting. Why am I not seeing the comments? Oh, I'm seeing them now. Okay. Eric says, what's up? Jay says, how you doing today, boss? I'm doing good, Jay. Jay, by the way, thank you guys. Hold on. Jay gave me a box of these. I already hid my favorite covers already, but I haven't finished reading them yet, but I will let you guys know. Pocus Hocus, really cool. I love this vault kind of cover. It's very cool. I'm excited to read this. This book has some beautiful line art. Look at that. Look at that stuff. It's pretty. It's pretty. Read pretty comic books. Read them. So I like it. It's kind of got like a black and white and color mix, which I think is cool. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at that. You guys see that? That is dope. Anyways, so hopefully everyone got our Substack email. If you didn't, I apologize, but I'm going to go over it here anyway, so you're good to go. But join our Substack. So we have Substack is our new platform that we're going to be doing all of our newsletters from. This is to help build the Orange Cone community. We've got a lot of publishing things we want to do this year, and we want you guys to be part of it. So we decided to join and create a Substack to allow that. Not sure how it's going to work. Substack's kind of new, but we're going to try it. But there's going to be free, which is basically what you've been getting now. So you're going to get your same, services that you've been getting, if you're part of the free Substack. So it's 100% free. You're going to get, probably about monthly emails where we talk about new projects and stuff like that. So nothing's really going to change for you. But there is a couple of paid options too. So we have monthly, which is $5 a month. What that gets you is access to our voting services. So we're going to actually be creating a comic together. So I'm going to talk about that in just a minute. So we're going to be creating a comic. You're going to be able to vote on the comic that we create and be part of the whole process through the whole thing. It's going to be very, very cool. So I'm going to start with, this is really good if you guys want to learn how to do a Kickstarter too, because we're going to start from, here's the concepts that I want to do. Here's me hiring an artist. You're going to be part of that. Here's me going up the script. Here's me hiring a colorist. Here's me setting up the Kickstarter. Here's planning a release date. All that stuff is going to be part of that. So it's going to be kind of cool. And I'm going to be talking to you guys, kind of doing StreamYard stuff just exclusively for that, which is going to be really dope. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely check it out. But again, if you just, follow me for the projects and you just want to back my stuff, your stuff's not going to change. So that's the $5 level. There's also a $50 level, which is a year subscription, but it covers the whole thing. So I think that's pretty cool. So if you're interested in that time, that'll be pretty cool to allow you. There's also what's called a founders member. So the founders member, what you're going to get is we're going to start adding Substack only covers. So if you're part of the Substack and you are part of the paid Substack, you can ask for this cover or release it on our Substack, kind of showing you what the cover is. And if you want to get that, you can check that part off of the Kickstarter, and I'll check to see if you're a valid member when we order, and you'll be able to order that exclusive. I'm only going to print as many as are ordered, plus a few extras to make sure there's no damages, which I think is pretty cool. The founder member gets one of those covers for free. So one of the many projects that we do for the year, you can get one of those for free. But yeah, so let's go over the 2000. Let's go over the Substack a little bit more before we jump over to what's the plan for beginning of 2021, 22. I'm getting a lot of people messaging me, so I apologize. Lots of crazy people messaging me. Hi, message me in the comments, guys. That's way easier for me. Appreciate that. All right, so let's go over. So here is coming. So I have a couple of pitches. So basically, we're going to pick a comic. So I gave you guys 4 options on the Substack that kind of talk about that. So there's 4 different comics you can choose that I'll make. One of them is called Break. So Break is what I wrote is on an early morning walk, Stuart McDonald finds over $2 million worth of cocaine has washed up on the Florida shoreline, making Stuart and his friends are now running a large crime empire. This until a group of gypsies travel into town during an annual spring break crime spree, not only to attempt to take the empire down quickly, but learn that maybe everything wasn't as good as it seems. So that's Break. We've also got a book called Getting Over, which is basically broke down and tapped out, which we've been talking about for a while. Lance Bell has run RWF, Rage Wrestling Federation, for years now. It's failing. He owes a local gangster, Mr. Washington, tons of money. He's going through a divorce, and his wrestlers are all about to quit. Sorry, my Facebook is blowing up. I'm going to shut that up. He's going through a divorce, and his wrestler is about to quit. He's down on the wire and needs a large sum of money to get back in the green and to avoid death. He is one more show from losing everything. He hires the biggest superstar in all the world wrestling, 80s basher Bam Dynamo, for a match and trying to save the company. However, one single match won't save the company. But if it's the last match because you kill him, that video could be worth millions. So that's kind of a broke down-ish book, which is pretty cool. Too Much PC. Jeff Scottsdale loves role-playing games. He games 5 out of 7 days of the week. He plans several different games using various systems, Dungeons & Dragons, Vampire, Cyberpunk, and Deadlands, to raise extra money to support his girlfriend. He takes part in a wild experiment exploring past lives. This brings his role-playing characters to life, and they start to take over a small town. How will Jeffrey stop his creation? I cannot get these things to stop messaging me. They are the worst. Next is The World Ends in 2012. Did you know the world ended in 2012? True story. We are all in a parallel universe now, and we've proven this that's the motto. Silva and her gang of hackers, Hack for Truth. This group is out to prove that once for all that the world ended in 2012, and the Mayans predicted in theory that the Higgs bonds, the particles that Stephen Hawking predicted could destroy the universe, with his own words, caused it to undergo a catastrophic vacuum decay. Well, it did. We are stuck in a simulation. Now, Hack Truth is about to find out the real answers, go back in our timeline and see what's left of the real world. Whew. It's so dark it's hard to see me. Okay, let me see if I can fix that. Oh, that's the opposite. What? How are we doing now? Yeah, now you can see me better. So those are the 4 books, and then we're going to vote on them, which is pretty cool, on the Substack. So you'll be able to vote on them and do some stuff, which I think is pretty cool. So you'll be able to vote on them and do all sorts of things. I'm actually seeing if I can edit my newsletter because I noticed a typo. I think there is, but we'll figure that out. But yeah, I think that this is a new step for us that I think will be fun and exciting and allow us to do some really cool things in the future. So, but yeah, that's what's going on with our Substack. If you want to join that, you're more than welcome to join that. I think it'll be a fun time for everybody. Like I said, you'll be part of making the comics, and it's the cheapest $5 a month. And you can be part of it. Just basically, I'm giving you the opportunity to be further into Orange Cone. Next thing that I want to talk about is Orange Cone's release schedule for 2022. So first, we'll start with some bad news. The bad news is I'm going to be delaying Cthulhu Invades Wonderland. Our printer does not have any paper. It's really hard to come paper, so I feel it's irresponsible for me to launch a Kickstarter knowing that the paper is short and that it's hard. Alan says, keep up the great work, dude. Dude, thanks, man. I appreciate that. So I think it's irresponsible for me to launch when I know that it's going to cause delays, and especially being such a big book. Ignacio, yeah. One of the things on Substack is be able to talk about his book, and hopefully that'll be really cool. We've got a book. Him and I are doing a book together, which is kind of cool. Got my newsletter, lots of exciting stuff going on. Thanks, Alan. I appreciate that. Yeah, there is a lot of stuff coming out. And like I said, the Substack, if you decide to be part of that, you can be part of the stories, those 4 stories we're talking about. We're trying it out, see if you like it. Could be cool. So here is the current list of Orange Cone projects that are slated for 2022. We've got in January. So that's right. This month, I'm going to launch Granite State Punk. Granite State Punk is a comic I've been wanting to do for a while. Art's been done for a little bit. It's about this punk rocker who got himself arrested and is now on probation. He has a drinking problem, all sorts of stuff, and he is stuck in his parents' dead. His parents died and they left him his home, and he's starting to remember some of the tragedies of his youth that he's blocked out with drugs and alcohol. So that is a really cool story. It's got magic, it's got myth, and it's very personal to me. This is the first story that I've written that's really to my heart. Growing up, I loved where I was from. I loved New Hampshire. I loved the Granite State. It was so important to me and who I was. Then as my family died and as things happened, I started separating away from that. And I was, I was just like, fuck that state, man. Fuck that state. See, I'm going punk right now. Fuck that state. And this is kind of channeling my emotions of how I grew up, a more twisted version of how I grew up. Of that. And the art is fantastic. In fact, I think I would be wasting your time if I didn't share some art. So let's share some art from that. So this is kind of me trying to reconcile with that. As my son was born, my daughter has grown up in New Hampshire. She's seen some of the cool things in New Hampshire, some of the bad in the I didn't want to go back, but then when I had a son, I was like, you can't not show your son where you're from. So yeah, we are back. We're going to be doing Granite State Punk. I'm going to be going to my New Hampshire roots, and this is the coolest and best art I've ever seen. Make sure you guys can see it. Yeah. So this is some of the pages of the comic. These are the black and the whites because we haven't decided whether or not we're going to launch black and white or color. But these are my neighborhood. This is where I was from. Look at that fucking dope ass dragon. This book is kind of a cross between Constantine and like a got some nakedness. Constantine and like a SLC Punk kind of thing. So it's going to be right up your alley if you like things. I'm going to be long-winded. I'm going to be talking a lot. I'm going to be saying some shit. It's a real good cross if you like my Voodoo Nations and you like my Broke Down. This is going to be a great book for you because it kind of takes the best elements of both. And look at that. This double parade spread of skeletons. And I've got so many great stories of how this book came to be. It's very, very cool. I'm so proud of it. And I explore like the history of the Salem witch trials and a famous thing in New Hampshire is called the Old Man in the Mountain. This is Old Man in the Mountain. We're going to address all that. These are the non-letter pages. But yeah, as you see, I don't want to spoil much more than you. I'm going to get to one little part, spoil one little thing for you because I think it's cool. These are some like pencils and go through the whole thing. Let's get to it. There's my monster. We got a cool monster. Lots of cool stuff in this book. So that is our January release. Dude, that out is awesome. Yeah, man. Sexy man. Hey, David. Looks dope. Yeah, this is my book. Like, if you have never backed me before or you've backed some of my stuff, this is the book. This is the thing I'm most proud of. I'm looking at publishers already like the minute I launch. It is the book. So that's going to be our January release. And thank my wife for that. Heather, I was going to produce Parallels, which I love Parallels. It's kind of my short story stuff. And I love getting that out to people so you don't have to pay like the $40 trade paperbacks, but you can buy like a single issue. But this story, man, it's been done for a while, and I wanted to come out swinging, and in the end of 2021, we did Expired, which is a great book, but I didn't write it. Somebody else created it, and I kind of wrote the story for it, which is fine. That's something I want to do as my career. I want to write other people's stuff. I want to put their visions to life. Same thing with Holiday Spirits. It was Jerome's concept. He put the whole anthology together. I just did my writing part, and Heather and I did put our Orange Cone magic, and Jerome, of course, put our magic all together for it. Awesome. I grew up in New Hampshire, Newport to be exact. Yeah, Ed, dude. Then we need to talk about getting you to do some cover or something. It'll be cool. I grew up in Rochester, New Hampshire. So that's the first book, and it's the most exciting book of the year. I'm so excited about it. If anybody has any shows or anything that you see this and you want me on, please let me know. I'm going to be hitting it running. I'm going to be hitting it hard. Okay. So that's book one. So that's January. In February, I'm doing Tales of the Collective 2. Now that is a anthology series that we run in partnership with the Collective Comic Store. Yeah, nice. Let's do it. Let me talk to Ed. Ed and I talk all the time. Ed did a cover for me. Talk to Travis. Let's talk, Ed. So Tales of the Collective is a partnership of Orange Cone and Collective Press Media. We kind of run that, and we're going to do some really cool stuff. We're going to have an Orange Cone comic in there, which is Pup Van Winkle's. We're also going to be partnering with our friends Craig and Nathan. We're going to do all sorts of stuff. Hold on one second. What do you need, Pixie? Oh, sorry. I don't know what that was. I'll have to go check. So next, in March, we'll have Cthulhu Invades Wonderland, which is pretty cool. So that's our release date for that. So after Tales of Collective, we're going to have March, Cthulhu Invades Wonderland. May, we're going to hit you hard with Voodoo 3. That's already done. Already almost done. The line art is, I think, 2 pages from being done. So we'll have that finished up for you in March. In May, we're going to do Voodoo Nations 3. In June, we're going to do The Broke Down and 4 Dead Bodies Trade. Sorry, I repeated myself there. In July, we're going to have my wife's book, Pup Van Winkle. September and October, we're going to be announced. One is a book that I'm working with a couple of creators that I cannot tell you anything about. The other one is kind of probably going to be Tales of Collective Part 3. They want it like a Halloween issue. And then in November, we're going to launch Holiday Spirits 2. So it's a stacked year. So it's a stacked year of everything going on. So that is what's going on. That's what we've got going on for Orange Cone and for 2022. And we hope you join us. Hope you want to be part of it. We hope you want to gain the excitement of what we're doing. I'm so excited. Slacker, David Slacker. Yeah, it's true. I'm Slacker. And that's not, I mean, one of those books is, again, the Substack book that we're trying to make. So one of those, I want to release that this year. I want to create the book and release it in a year. I have that other book. And then I have some books that I'm going to try to do with publishers, like exclusively. So I am busting my butt writing stuff. I hope you enjoy it. What a roller coaster. Yeah. It's a big ambitious. And I'll be honest, anything can happen with the paper shortage and stuff. Those are to be determined on what's going on, but we'll get them done as quickly as possible. We'll get them out as to you. We want to get these things out to you. We want you guys to get excited. That's not counting us even working on Cthulhu Invades Neverland and all the stuff that we're doing over here in Orange Cone. It's funny, David, who's in the comments, we always talk about how I don't want to be a publisher, but I seem to be producing a lot of books. So, but yeah, that's our plan for 2022. I hope you guys want to be part of it. Hope you check out the Substack and you like it and you want to take part of it. Again, hopefully we'll be able to give you some enjoyment. David is excited to see me on Saturday. Yes, at Saturday, the first signing from Orange Cone Productions will be in Orlando at the Collective. It'll have myself, Jonathan Hendricks from Recount. Get those movie books signed, man. They signed a movie deal. We've got David and Francesca, their last tour for the Stake Tour that I helped put together. We got Joel Quinn, who's been the first time he's going to be there. And we got Trey Walker who's going to sit there with his also movie book. He's like, wait, you don't want to be a publisher? No, I don't want to be a publisher. I just want to make books. But people keep telling me that I'm a publisher, probably because I keep publishing things. But yeah, that's the big thing. That's everything that's going on. So lots of stuff going on. But I think my time is up. I got a message of what I need to do. So I've got to check on something at the door. But thank you guys for checking this out. Please share this around. And again, if you have any podcaster stuff, I need to sign them up. Our release date for Granite State Punk is January 18th. So I will talk to you guys soon. Have a great day. Jay and Alan, I am going to look at this book. I'm going to get you guys some comments on it. I will do it today, actually. I'll do it. So message me and I'll give you some comments on your books. I'm excited. You guys are the greatest. All right. Peace, love, comics. I know that's Chuck's thing, but I don't have a motto to sing. But come see me on Saturday.